Hello and welcome back to more Super Auto Pets here on the Midnight Moose channel. Let's play some more of the weekly in the arena and see what we can do. 2 ants is a pretty good start. Then again, if they have that hound, we could suffer some great damage. 3 ants doesn't make a lot of sense, so I'll do it. And that'll be my excuse for losing. Let's see here. We can be the... Wow, this is nice. I think spicy pumpkins, you know, it's a pretty good combo of terms. A little spice, never hurt anybody. Alright, I think we may have this one in the bag, or apparently not. Alright, my powers of estimation, not doing well just yet. A bulldog, you know? If it gets buffed by the ants, then it goes crazy afterwards, potentially. Our ant could be our best unit, so we give it an apple, so it's even better. And maybe a beaver slaps somebody early on. There's more ants, more hounds, I don't know. I'll think about it. Obviously, we only froze the ant, so I guess I thought about it. Wow. Wish I would have taken some hounds. Look at all the geese they have. Taken, I guess, would be the better word there. But that's fine. You know what? It was a good battle to draw, considering they had a hound. And we basically were 4 on 5 there. Let's see what this ant can do. Okay. You know, we could just buff things. We got the fish. Could go elephant, camel, or something like that. But nobody wants to do that, maybe ever. I think it's a good time to get rid of the beaver. That's great news. You know, it buffs the ant. It becomes super awesome. We get another ant. Potentially. Let's see what else we can get. We could take a hound, but I wouldn't recommend it. This pill might come in handy at some point. A hedgehog, that could cause a lot of problems. So we'll take it. In back. It's not what I usually do with a hedgehog. But maybe it'll work out. Just maybe, you know? It could get some ant buffs. It'll kill everybody else. We died a little bit already. That's not good. Let's see here. Okay, you know? That's the way the cookie crumbles. No wins, but also no losses. Just yet. Okay, even better ant, and we're immune to the hound, suddenly. So that's good. Another bulldog. I mean, I'm not really thrilled with that, so sure. I guess. Let's see here. No, thanks. Another hedgehog. But then we'd be susceptible to the hound once more. Maybe we could get a... Okay. You know, I was looking for another... I don't know what. These would kill each other. It's not good. You know, we could have a cricket survive the hedgehog. Right? The volley of shots from the hedgehog. So I think that's what we're going for here. They didn't have a hound. That's the good news. And we're going to be hopefully hurting them. We may have this one. Turns out actually we lost. Again, powers of estimation at an all-time low. Okay. Now's when we really get into it. Sell this thing, for God's sake. Could buff our ant, but I don't know if that's a winning strategy for the future. Double up on that guy. The camel exists. I mean, elephant camel, it's a classic, right? It's a classic strategy. So maybe we go with that for a bit. We buff the ant. It becomes a supreme front unit. We see what this can do. We get rid of these guys eventually. Or maybe we level them up. I don't know. Or maybe both. Okay. They also have the elephant and the camel, but our ant killed every unit affected by most of that, so that was good news. Alright, and then obviously our bulldog does incredible work on a jellyfish, just like in real life. Okay, another camel sounds great. A level up, maybe we save it. This ox could do positive things for us, but I doubt it. I'm gonna buff the ant. Call me crazy. Another elephant, you know? Maybe this experience comes in handy in the future. All I know is we're getting a new tier of shop animals in the next battle, and I think that's gonna go pretty well for us. Potentially. Okay. Tier 4 pets. We have a few levels. This is exciting. I'm extremely excited. Get this bulldog out of here. I don't even know why it's still on the team. Silver fox could do some good stuff, or the red dragon could hurt our enemies. Let's take a red dragon. Let's level this thing up and then promptly, well, dismiss it probably. Or we could buff the dragon, one of these two, and the ant with the poodle. I don't know. All I know is this isn't going to work out for you, that guy. If there's 2 dragons, do they double the crispiness on the one, or do they override each other? My guess is it doesn't work out well. I'd like to level up the dragon, but for now we may need some stats. Okay, thanks for that, I guess. Let's see, would you do something with friend gains health? Give a +1 attack. We could up somebody's attack a lot when they get the poodle buff. Like so. I'll think about it. You know what? We haven't used it yet, ever. Hippocampus. I thought that was in the brain. Apparently it's an animal these days. Alright. I don't know if we're going to survive well against this porcupine. Never mind, turns out we were just fine. That's the good news. And they didn't even threaten our poodle once. So I like seeing that. Okay, do this, right? Hippocampus. That's true. That's existing, but what do we get rid of? We could get rid of the ant. I don't think it's here long term, but right now it's our best unit almost by double. So maybe we don't get rid of it just yet. We could give gingerbread man to this individual to make it proc more camely things. Roof 2 health. Gain 5 attack. I don't know who that would be best on. You could make this guy that much more of a slugger, as the kids are calling it these days. So let's try that. Our camel gets buffed. That's pretty nice, potentially. Okay, they're hurting us, but we killed their hippocampus, so that's no problem for us. We also killed their hippo, minus the campus, so no problem there. That's a big dragon. Then again, I guess it would be, since it's right behind the camel. Okay, more camel, more ant. We could do this. We could buy one of these, you know, potentially. Carrot on a poodle, it's a classic play. I don't know if we're ever going to have this thing do anything positive, but we might one day soon. I haven't decided yet. Let's see here. As long as our ant keeps killing 2 or 1 huge person, we're always in the clear. That's all I know. They have a deer lord. Luckily we destroyed it before it could sell us for bacon. I guess the dragon's not doing all that much, though it is getting buffed. So, you know, I don't want to throw it away exactly. This is tough. There you go. It's like a self-poodle. Maybe this isn't going to work out with the hippocampus. I don't know. And suddenly, we have another dragon. That's the good news. Here's what we do. We buff the attack, right? And then we buff everything. And then it becomes that much stronger in the long run. Okay. And the poodle's 3/3. It's pretty much indestructible. Just like yesterday's poodle. Luckily. Okay. I don't know why they had an elephant on a hippo. That's not really how that works. But, you know, they got to try their best, I think. So I'm glad they were shooting for the moon. And maybe they landed among the stars. Or maybe they just died. I don't really know. Quetzalcoatl, that could buff a lot of people. The camel, the elephant, the ant. With experience, obviously. Which would be pretty exciting, given the fact that they're, well, the elephant's low level. The other 2, they could use some help. But we'd have to get rid of our dragon. I'm not a huge fan of that fact. Personally. Could get rid of the poodle, but then, you know what I'm saying? Let me think about it. Let me think about this too. It's not too shabby. I think we can make some choices in the future. Let's buff our dragon just that much more, and then we save our gold for next round with an avocado purchase. Alright. Our ant's still 1 for 1, but they have a big camel, so I don't know if this is going to work out in our favor. There's buffing, there's thising, there's thatting. Looks like we lost this one because of their excellent hippocampus strategy. I knew we should have taken that guy, and then I didn't take it, so that's totally my fault. Let's think about this some more. Interesting. Could have somebody else get the camel buffs, but the dragon, you know, it's doing some good stuff for us, unless it's really not. I haven't been... honestly, I haven't been paying attention at all. Let's see here. We could level up the camel. Put a mushroom on the ant. Gives that many more stats. 2/2 to somebody. It might matter someday. That takes some efficacy away from our Quetzalcoatl, since the camel's max level. Something has to change. I just don't know what yet. And I may never know. I guess you could take that. It's like a double poodle. We haven't seen a single other poodle to buff our poodle, so that's upsetting. The elephant may have to go soon. I don't know. He's lowly statted. And that's all I have to say about that. We're going to break the melon with the resurrected ants. That's pretty cool. And then our dragon should be big enough to eat the rest of their team, which is just 1 person at this point. That person also an 8-legged horse. So that was unexpected. Okay, camel, chocolate, you know, probably not. Chocolate on the poodle, just maybe. Maybe we are carrying this in all the way to the end. I thought we were going to have to get rid of it at some point, and maybe we should have. But apparently, I refuse. So there we go. This could, we could keep using this on the ant and make it into a higher tier animal each and each time. And it's, I think the stats stay, right? Maybe. Think about it. But then the mushroom may be not good if we were to do that. But, you know, let's have some fun. Let's see what's up. Okay. Thanks, I guess. You know? Mushroom snail? Nothing wrong with that. If we use another one of those, it'll be tier 3, and then that might steal one of the poodle buffs, but, you know, what are you going to do? As long as it's still 1s, 4 1s on somebody, I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, that guy's going to kill their hippo. Their dragon's tiny compared to our dragon. You know, it's just life sometimes. Not going to hold that against anybody's, you know, personal belief system. We could level the snail and then potentially transform it. Potentially. There we go. Achievement unlocked. That's super exciting. Could take the dragon and see what happens. We didn't get any of that fancy food or fancy feast. So I guess we'll just roll and freeze some pizza, as per always. We haven't lost, so the snail's not buffing our health. That's fine. I'm not going to complain about that. It was a random pick. Anything it does is a huge boon to our team. Why is their goose so large, is my question. We may not be able to survive this one due to the largest of the goose. That was, you know, well played there on them. Gets a pizza. It's exciting. Let's see here. Interesting. Another mushroom. I don't see that working out extremely well for us. You know what? Pizza's always pretty good. And the elephant got buffed twice, so maybe it won't be a sad sack of crap. And we lost, so the snail did something good, which is great. Even though we want to win, losing was a-okay. And they got a tiny camel. I'm not trying to camel shame anybody, but that's a tiny camel for turn 15. Did they buy it this turn? No offense. Okay. One more win. We could have this thing in the bag. We could get rid of some health, add some attack, become that much more of a heavy hitter. Our snail that used to be the ant. That could be good for our dear lord. You know, we could sell our whole team, go for dear lord strategy. Probably not. Hey, you know what's good? Pizza. Okay, and it buffed our poodle. It's extremely exciting. Let's see what we can do here. We got some people over the 30s. The dragon's going to be 50-50 potentially by the time it gets into play. Then again, they have like 10 50-50s on their team. So I'm going to call that bad for us. But, you know. Okay, that was pretty close. But their poodle killed our poodle. Pretty upset to vocalize that fact. Let's see what happens. That food must be pretty rare. We didn't get any more of those. We did lose those, so we'll get health if we still have a snail at the end of the shop term. So that's good. We could level the elephant and then just gets one experience. It's like an apple in battle at that point. I don't know if it's extremely exciting. Or we get another dragon. We get another elephant. Or we get another dragon. Okay, we didn't. I guess we'll just level this guy up. You know, a few stats here and there. Never hurt anybody. Let's see what happens. It's our last life or our last win. But if it's a draw, well, that would be anticlimactic. Let's see if the snail can carry us through. Okay, you know, we're going to kill their bird with just the flame, so that's pretty cool. And I think we may have this one in the bag because our poodle is bigger than their dragon. Yep, the poodle brings it home. Just like every day. Just like always. And we got a snail badge for winning with level 3. So that's extremely exciting. And we got a bunch of treats, or whatever that's called, with the dog bones. I'll learn the terminology one day. Okay. That's a funny hat. Apple with the arrow through it. We don't have any mana at the moment. I'm just speaking the truth. Maybe we take a cricket. Maybe we take a horse. A classic horse, cricket, ant build. It's people's favorite. Ever since, well, you know, forever. Okay, we could be a sold cucumber. People sell cucumbers. They're called farmers. Or maybe distributors. I don't really know. But that's okay. Alright, I don't think we win this one in the slightest. But we'll just rally and be stronger in the future. Okay, that's a lot of, I'll just say that's a lot of crickets. We gotta be careful of the axe hound potentiality. But I think, you know, if they snipe one of our crickets, then we'll just summon another cricket. that'd be great. And then we could level our horse, we level our cricket. There's a beaver that we're not taking at the moment. Let's see what happens here. Is there a hound? There's 3 hounds. I didn't expect that, I'll be honest. That put a little kink in our plans, it turns out. But still, you know, we almost had them. 3 hounds. Wow, that's... they were really banking on that. And it paid off for them, so good for them. Let's get rid of our duplicates. A camel. We haven't tried that in a while. Am I right? I'm just kidding. Let's see here. Works 1 time per turn. What do you level up to? Works more times per turn. I can't say that's extremely exciting. So we'll take it. We put it, you know, behind the cricket. So if it levels up, it'll be doing more things. We also get... Oh, we could get an ox. But then the axe hound could literally kill us. So maybe we go with a woodpecker in front. We save the cricket for the future. I don't know. It's not our best team, but it could be a great team. Alright, I did not expect them to have a hedgehog, I'll just be honest. Hey, we won. That's pretty cool. I'm excited to announce that we've won. Okay. A rat. We don't really have anything there. We might as well buff our cricket. The ant. I can't say the ant's going to be here long term. We could even, you know, give this guy melon armor with a pill. What do you think? Pretty exciting. And the ant buff went to him as well. So that was all sorts of good things. The rat, you know, it's not going to do too much for us in the long term. Maybe a gingerbread man in the future. I'm not really in love with any of these choices, I'll just be honest. We don't have any trumpets. We don't have any gold over 10. We could take a hound and hope they had a duplicate enemy. Otherwise, it's a 5 attacker. That's not too shabby, round, whatever we're on. They don't have any duplicates, but the hound killed the camel. And now that thing's going to kill the rest of our, well, team. Most of them anyway. Alright, this is not the greatest round in Earth's history, it turns out. So, you know, whoops. I don't know if we should lean into this cricket horse thing anymore. It's not extremely exciting or good. Buff. Get rid of you. We could do this, you know, so you get more attack in your melon era. That could be nice. Another woodpecker. I wouldn't lean on it too heavily, but I'll buy it. And we could level it up so it does more. I'm just going to go ahead and say damage, right? I think the horse has to get out of here ASAP. But let's see what happens. Okay, they buffed to fish. They got beavers. We should have had our hound. They had 2 beavers, 2 beta fish. Pretty wild. That was only our 2nd win. That's embarrassing. What do you think about that? Alright. A hedgehog? Probably not. A horse? I'm pretty sure we don't want that at all. Our ox could just be our best unit, period. What do you think? We just keep giving it stats. Woodpecker for the future. Maybe the horse can go. We don't have any toys at the moment, but let's roll. This didn't work out well. Go take another hound, just in case, you know? Just in case. The last team had 2 duplicates. This team has... They can't even field 5 animals. They can't even field 5 team members. It's actually crazy. But at least our ox did well and beat up their jellyfish. So that was nice to see. In-game, of course. We could do a blowfish build. We could do the elephant blowfish. I forgot blowfish was even in the weekly. I'll be honest. Or we could do a seal thing with food. That sounds pretty cool, potentially. I know, me too. Alright, we get the garlic. Then we want to have things that we want. So we want to get rid of the cricket. Get a hippo. We could give the hippo the garlic, honestly. Potentially. Maybe we give him this garlic and the rest can go to the seal. Everybody gets some attack. Maybe we get rid of the beta fish. Maybe we get rid of the woodpecker. I don't know. Just trying to change it up so it's not camel, elephant, camel every turn. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we can do. Okay, hopefully that guy can kill them all. He pretty much can, actually. So that's guaranteed to be good. Thank gosh. 3 wins, and we're, you know, we're doing well. Maybe. Roll for a hippo. That's interesting. Could give this to you here. Removes 2 health, but you have more attack. Okay. Something. And there's your garlic you were talking about. Even and they didn't buff the fish once. And the fish is going to get out of here. It hasn't leveled up. It hasn't done anything besides buff our ox. I'd love to have a pill for, you know, fish-based purposes. But for now, our hippo is going to be eating most of their team, but not that guy. And that's okay. Because we had one also in reserve. So that was nice to see. Okay, reach turn 9, tier 5, pets unlocked. AKA, here's your hippo. Appreciate it. We could summon the Great One and hurt all of our friends. Or we could faint and spend mana to deal damage to the most healthy enemy. We don't have any mana. I'll be honest. I would love to have a pill and get rid of this beta fish, I'll be honest, as well. There's a lot of honesty going around these days. I'm here for it. We could get a tar. That could do some good stuff for us. Or dragon, you know, just some random damage. The last enemy. It's pretty cool. Can we see a pill? In the shop? In the food shop, please? I guess it wasn't really guaranteed. I just wanted to feed something to the seals. That's why I froze the apple, even if it's not the best food. Chocolate's pretty good, though. And you do attack damage. This could be something that scales off the attack of the seal, even though it's refused above this middle unit, which is great. But once we put the fish there, you know, maybe it can start laying on the buffs. And this would be good for your attack to go up for the fish. 5 attack, I'd say it's better than trying to get 1 attack randomly off the seal. No offense, seal. Oops, hit my little mic there. Sorry. What's happening? I don't know about this one. Looks a little rough around the edges. I'm just kidding. We did great. And I wasn't even sure what that guy was going to summon. I just knew we did great. Alright, we could level up the ox. That would be extremely fun, except for the fact that that was a lie. Okay, so eat you. Buff you, for example. Okay, and there you go. You buffed the stone fish. That's awesome. Another one of those. I could level up the woodpecker. It's not the most pivotal part of our team, but it's certainly doing good work for us. You know, I'm not going to shame it. But I don't know if I'm going to take it to the next level. And no offense to the woodpecker. Okay, that was pretty good. Except for the fact that it wasn't. They got 3 poodles. I'd call that rude beyond belief. Luckily, we're going to destroy them. You know, and that's the end of that sentence. Okay. Level up our seal, we get more attack. Doesn't go to the fish. That's sad. More attack on the reindeer could make a lot of sense. What with the melon, right? So even though the woodpecker's a better unit at the moment, we could forego the woodpecker, take a reindeer, it pops some people off with the melon. The hippo cleans up. The fish kills anybody else. This guy's got melon. I think it's a pretty good strategy. That being said, we're going to lose. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just going to do this so we can spend exactly 6 gold. You know? There we go. Maybe we'll get some better food in the next round. I think that'd be extremely exciting. Okay, this is not going to go well until our fish kills their hippo. But now there's not 3 weak poodles behind them. There are some stronger units. So that was good on their part. Should we mushroom anybody at all? They come back as a 1-1, so you could hurt somebody for 1. That doesn't sound too good. I guess the reindeer would work, but then you'd use a melon against, you know, you'd have 1 attack there. We could just load all the food onto the seal anyway, if we wanted to give it a gingerbread man and another garlic after that, for almost no reason. I'm thinking about it, but we'll roll for now. We could level somebody up tier-wise. Not sure about that. Another seal, you know? Give this to the seal so it can dole out some damage. We'll freeze that one. And chocolate's pretty good. We could level up the ox, but I'm not too, you know, threatened that I want to make an ox level 2 so we can have another melon turn or whatever the flip. So let's give it this there. You give out the attack. I call that pretty nice. Maybe it's just me. Alright, let's see what we can do here. They got a lucky cat. We're going to kill it with our reindeer. And then our hippo's going to go wild, except for the fact that it died. But it did wild enough. It did like 30 or 20 something damage to that werewolf. And that was nighttime. So that werewolf was, let's just say he was packing heat. Okay? As the kids are saying these days. So there is that. Could give this food to the seal. We may have mentioned that previously, but here, you know what? Here's the seal. Here you go. It's level 3. Give him more garlic on top of garlic. Confirmed. We dole out 3 attack to the most deserving units, besides the hippo. He needs some health to survive, but you know, if he hits for 20, 25 and kills somebody, I'm not going to cry about it. Unless, you know, we lose the battle anyway. Alright, let's see what we can do here. The melon armor allows you to kill the camel. This bird is large. And we may not win this one. Actually, it's a draw. Barely. I'm really happy to come out alive from that battle. Another reindeer could prove beyond useful. Okay, this could hit the seal. It didn't. And this can't hit the seal for obvious reasons. That's sad. But we can give you more melon. So there is that. We freeze the stonefish. Hope for some more seal targetable food in the future. Potentially. Okay. Our melon did nothing. That was pretty cool. I think we lose this one. Guaranteed. Yeah, there it goes. That's okay. We still have some more health, you know. And I'm happy to have that health in the ecosystem. Could level up our stonefish with this. Double attack damage directly back. So it deals almost 50 damage now. Probably don't need to buff it all that much more, but we did anyway. Take that. Another stonefish. Why not? You know? An apple could go to the seal. That's 9 attack on the rest of the team. It's a pretty powerful apple. Alright. They also have a reindeer. Didn't really expect that. They, in fact, had 2, since they had the parrot. That was really good. That was a good team. You know what? They got us. I'll just say that much. Alright, can we buff our reindeer, please? Thanks. Okay. Could buff the reindeer once more, or we could level that ox that I refused to level. Well, guess what? I refused to level it. So there you go. We'll save the chocolate for later. We'll see what we can do. Hippo's not rolling over teams because it doesn't have that much health. That's okay. Except for the fact that, well, we just lost. Didn't work out, you know? That's okay. It happens in life. But we tried our best, and we tried something slightly different. Maybe next time, we'll do even better. But that'll do it for this video. So leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more Super Auto Pets on the channel, and thanks for hanging out. See you in the next one. Have a great day. Goodbye, and farewell.